Bradley, you're back playing after, I think, 4 months on the sideline.
Yeah.
You must be delighted.
Yeah, it's nice to be back. I think we worked out, it was roughly about 18, 19 weeks without playing, so probably one of my longest being injured. And the type of injury it was as well, it was when I couldn't really run much, so I was probably thrown in the deep end on the weekend and I was struggling with it, but it's good to get into my belt and back playing now. So.
How's it physically though now? Are you feeling?
Yeah, look, it's one of those injuries that I'm going to have for the rest of my life. You know, it's a bit of a knee pain, but the game is not the hard thing. The hard thing was the training, the day in, day out stuff. And, you know, if anyone knows me, knows I've probably overtrained for the last 15 years of my life. So the biggest one of this operation was just basically being looked after a bit more. The coaches, to be fair, Clarky's been fantastic with me, and Ant, the physio. You know, my training load is monitored huge now. So whereas in the past, you know, I never pull out of a session. Now I'm managed and my days are split up a bit more, so which is good. It's hard to take because, like I say, I'm terrible. I've always been very driven as a person and overtrained so much as a kid growing up, and then to have someone say to you, look, you can't train as hard as you have done before, it's pretty hard to take sometimes. But I guess when you get past 30, you understand it's all there for a reason. But no, like I say, it's new to me. You know, I'm not missing out because I'm doing a lot of stuff which doesn't involve me pounding up and down. You know, I'm 130 kilos running up and down is not very good for the knee joint. You know, so they've looked after me very well, and you know, hopefully I can carry on and get another 5-6 years of my playing career.
You have to put up with pain all the time, did you say?
In the past I've done, yeah, just because I'm my own worst enemy. I think that's the saying. You know, whereas the coach will say, look, maybe not train today. I'm like, nah, I want to train. You know, and I've always been like that. And I do loads of extra training. I get up at 6 in the morning. I train on my own. I train at night. You know, and I think it just gets to the stage where your body can't take. I think probably got away there when I was younger, because A, you're young, and B, the training load wasn't as hard when I first started playing. It was a bit old school now. You know, you probably play 3 games in a week before you get to the game, running wise. So I guess every coach wants you to train harder than a game, and that's what I mean. Whereas a game is always, I always find rugby a lot easier playing than training, to be honest with you. So, no, I was in a lot of pain. That's why the decision was to have the op and give me that chance to rest. And a big part of it was, you know, I was playing, but maybe not as I wanted to play. You know, I've always been, you know, quite physical, powerful, like growing up, and I pride myself on that and running and being fit. But I got to the stage where I was starting to flag a bit and show my age. And now, by being looked after, I feel I can add more of that to my game now.
But the game last week, I mean, how did that feel?
It was
wise and all that?
Yeah, like I said before, it was difficult because normally going to injuries, I've had enough of them now over the years to realise that you do a lot of running before the game, and you kind of expect to be blowing. But this game, I had literally done 10% of the normal running load. It was just all about getting me sharp, being able to be jumping, landing, pain-free, you know, and then obviously the plan is to get my fitness through playing more, whereas in the past you play when you're fit, if it makes any sense. So I'm a lot better physically, as in less pain, but probably not as match fit, which would take me a couple of weeks yet. But yeah, it was always it was good. I was probably putting a fake limp on in the end to get me off, but it was good. It was good. I needed it, you know, and I'll be much better for that coming this week, hopefully. Get a full 80 under my belt.
Oh, so you're hopeful?
Yeah, exactly. Just about accumulation of playing, you know, and you know, everyone always says, you know, if you've played rugby, you know, the best fitness is playing. So, you know, just get on that field and get through the pain, and you'll come and then you'll be match fit and you get sharper every game, and hopefully have a big end of season with the Ospreys.
How big a challenge will Munster be for the team, do you think?
Yeah, difficult. You know, we've played them enough every year. You know, we're getting from them. You know, to be honest, for us, we haven't really fired much shots the last couple of weeks. We're a bit disappointed now that's gone. We're happy with some aspects. You know, defence has been outstanding, and our effort has been there to keep us in these games. When, like, if you look at the weekend's game against Ulster, we defended for the first 40 minutes, which you felt anyway. You know, and we just constantly getting hammered and standing up to it, and in the end, it just takes your legs away from you. So this week, we're just trying to talk. How many shots can we fire? How many times can we get on the ball? And start enjoying ourselves, showing a bit of flair, because we got outstanding backs at the moment. We're not really giving them a chance, we're just defending. So for us really it's just to fire some shots, bit of a smile back on our faces, back at the Liberty, you know, a big win on Friday, we're straight back in the league, you know, we're well at the top. Yeah, the weekend was a setback, but you have ups and downs in the season. We're in a good position, we're not chasing our tails. We know what we exactly need to do to the end of the season, and if we do that, we'll be in the shout top 4.
On a personal note, your hopes for the rest of the season? Stay fit?
Yeah, stay fit, get some sleep. No, again, just get my form back, really. It's going to be difficult, like I say, because it's going to take me a couple of weeks to get back fit and running, but, you know, I back myself against anybody, so as long as I'm back on the field with a smile on my face again, enjoying my rugby, pain-free, and just, look, I'm coming to the end of my career. Hopefully got 10 years left of me. My mind is telling me, maybe not my body, but, you know, I want to really enjoy these last couple of years, you know. I played rugby long enough, you know, and been around, it's been my life really. I've done it since I was a kid, since I was 15 in the academies system, so I really want to enjoy this last couple of years of my career, and hopefully that is 6-7 years, you know, so I just want to play with a smile on my face again, and you know, when you're injured, it's for me, it's savage, because I love the boy being on the boys, you know, I love the banter, the being in the change rooms with the boys, and the mix-up. You know, being on your own in the physio room is not very nice, so just glad to be back out there, to be honest with you, and being the joker of the pack again, you know.
Six Nations title at the moment.
Yeah.
Have you still got an eye on playing for Wales?
Yeah, I definitely want to play for Wales, yeah. His big ambition is to play in the World Cup, you know. I'm not going to leave any stone unturned, you know, at getting there. If I do get picked, then great. If I don't, then someone must have played a lot better than me to get in there. So, you know, look, I'm a big Welsh fan on the weekend, you know, and hopefully we beat Munster Friday. I put my Welsh jersey on Saturday and beat the Mad Taff and walk around with a daffodil on my head like you normally do, and support the boys, you know, and I feel like we're going to beat England as well. You're going to come to a place where, you know, it doesn't matter what form is like, it's Wales, England in the millennium, you know, and hopefully the boys put up a good shot and get a win and roll on from there. So yeah, I'll be the first guy in the crowd watching the boys and wishing them the best of luck.
What do Wales have to do to win at the weekend, do you think?
I just feel like every time we've beaten England in the past, our defence has always been outstanding, and if you look at Wales' last 10 games, really, the defence has been awesome. So, you know, it's going to be a tough game. Don't get me wrong, England are in form, but they come into Cardiff against a Welsh boys who back themselves against anybody at home. So, as long as our defenders we start good, start well, first 10 minutes, get in their faces, I think field will be thereabouts.
Just one more on Wales, if I may.
Yeah, of course.
In that World Cup win against England, didn't you?
Yeah.
Memories of that game, amazing win.
Oh yeah, it was good. It was good because we were under pump big first 40 minutes really. And then we just dug in, and then a bit of brilliance on the wing. I think it was Lloyd Williams, little kick downfield, and it was a try, and then we defended the driving line at the end to win it. But you know, those are the things you look back in your career and think, fair play, it was great, special. The best bit about that was the bus journey back to Wales. You know, we had a couple of shandies on the bus, you know, and the bus is pretty hectic driving through London and back into Wales over the bridge. It was great, you know, we stuck together, and you know, it was a great memory of my career, really.
Thanks.
Thank you, man.
How impressed have you been with Arden Beard since he's been playing for Wales? You know, because he's still quite young, isn't he? But
yeah, definitely. You know, obviously you'll be lucky enough to be in this environment with him. Yeah, he's a great kid. You know, he learns a lot. He does the basics well. You know, and lucky for him, he's 11 foot tall. Like, so he's always going to be. That's half the battle to be in a second row. But no, he's done well. You know, and I hope he keeps continuing. I think the key for him is just staying fit. You know, and especially the way the game's going, it feels a bit like it's getting. A bit like NFL at the moment, where the boys' careers are getting a bit shorter because the collisions are bigger and stuff. So, you know, I'm sure he's a good boy. He looks after himself well, and he'll have a long future ahead of him.
But I suppose you won't have it all his own way when he comes back here, because you're going to keep him back to the team.
No, he's fine. He can play a bit more if you want. No, yeah, well, exactly. You know, and I never shirk away from a challenge, and it's fine. You know, if you picked on merit, you picked on merit. You know, and like I say, I back myself against anybody.
You know, at your age now, and I'm not trying to make you sound old, but
23, yeah.
But, you know, does the fire still burn as bright as it did when you were in your early 20s in terms of playing for Wales and winning and stuff?
Yeah, definitely. I think it does it more because I guess when you're young, so you don't really think about things. Like when I was growing up, you know, I've always been you know, when I first played for Cardiff and the Blues and stuff, and I was always around really experienced players and enjoyed that, you know, and playing with all great talent from all across the world. And then you're just a part of it, and you play because you love the game, and then it becomes a job, and then you go for the lulls, you think, when your career span is over 10, 11 years, you bounce ups and dips and troughs in there. But I guess now, having all these injuries and stuff I've had with my career, and now starting to feel better about my body and stuff, I just want to enjoy it, and I like the thought of coming to train every day, because, you know, you think of your career is over like that, you know, and you know, when you're growing up and you play with the old guys, they tell you, oh, use your head now, it's a long career, once it's gone, you're like, oh, shut up, mate, I don't know what you're on about. But now when you get into the end, you think to yourself, but yeah, they were right. So yeah, I just want to enjoy it, you know. Like I say, I still feel like I've got 5-6 years left of me, and I hope I can prove that on the field, and that's not about me talking about it now, it's about me going on the park and delivering. So.
Do you want to end your career in Wales, or would you ever look outside of Wales again? Because obviously there's a lot of politics, this banding system, all that sort of thing.
To be fair to the banding, it's better for the players to stay in Wales at the moment. But yeah, I think probably because my kids, you know, my daughter's in the Welsh school, she's 6, and my boy's just 1.5 now. So sometimes you probably have to be a little bit less selfish and look after the family. But I guess my wife won't turn down a trip to France as long as it's nice there. No, I've never really thought about it. I love the Ospreys at the moment. I love being in the environment. You know, I'm playing, I'm doing a little bit of coaching. I'm enjoying this environment, and Alan, you know, I feel that we go in the right direction. So there's no other place I'd rather be, George.
Yeah, obviously, you know, there's a lot of really young talent at the Ospreys. You know, are there any younger players that maybe we haven't seen that you think have got a big future in the pack? In the pack,
yeah, there's a couple of boys. You know, we got boys who played for us in the past. Will Jones, 7. You know, boys like that. You know, and Guido, young Argentinian boy. You know, great futures at them. They train really well. You know, it's about them sticking in the fight, and you know, sometimes when you're a kid you want to play all the time and you get disheartened, but you know, you've got to stick it, you've got to earn your stripes, you know, and train hard every day with us and becoming better rugby players, and they will, the future, you know, because especially the way the Welsh rugby's going, we're looking beneath us now. We need our youngsters coming through and flooding the clubs again with great young talent, and then, you know, hopefully every region gets better and we start competing on the highest level.
Yeah, you said that you do a bit of coaching. Is that with the academy?
No, I do a bit with the squad. I do a bit of line-out stuff to help when I was injured and stuff, doing a bit more with the boys, you know, and stuff. Being a bit of a nose really, but no, I enjoyed that part of it, you know, doing little bits and learning off other coaches really as well, because, you know, it's something that I'd like to get into after rugby, you know.
But being one of the more experienced players, do you take on more of a mentoring role with some of the younger players, or you know, do you make life tough for them?
No, I've never been like that. I probably, the coach would like me to do a bit more, but, you know, I'm probably a bit, like I say, a bit childish, you know, so I'm the guy giggling at the back, you know, and being disruptive and like be back in school again. But no, I do try to help out, you know, because, you know, I was in that situation, learning off. I'm lucky to be around great players all my career, you know. Start with the Blues, I've been a Wasp, I've been around and learned off the best, you know, and stuff like, if I can help, there's no point trying to preach to people that you've done it all, you know every answer. That's not the case, but if it's something that I can say that it'll help someone, yeah, I'll definitely.